In today's video, I'm going to show you how to start off an amigurumi circle with the calculations to increase so you can make a lovely cover such as this. And it's really the basis for a lot of amigurumi heads and legs and arms, but I used the same principle to make a cover for a water bottle because I don't like it banging around in my bag because I've got two of them and they will clash and chip. So let's get started with this center. So what we're trying to do first of all is to create, if you can see, it's a little tricky, the center. Then we work these rings, it's a spiral all the way around until we reach the size that we need. And there's a easy maths formula for those of you who don't like maths. This is really simple and I've written it out in easy steps, and I'll show you as we go through. So we start in the center and we work out. So let's get going. What you need for this is some crochet cotton. I'm using a double knitting weight cotton, a size 4mm crochet hook, and a little scrap of thread to mark the beginning of the round because we don't want to get lost. So the first thing to do is to create a magic ring or magic loop or magic circle. It's all very magic. So wrap the yarn around your two fingers in an X. So you're going over and over again to create an X. Take your hook in your hand underneath the top right, hook the top left, quick twist, hook the top left again. Pull through, and now you have your magic ring. And the only magic thing about it is it just tightens up really nicely. Leave a tail, and you're going to pull it until you've got probably about ½ an inch, something like that, 1.5 centimeters, so that you can work into that. Now all the stitches in the bottom of this are single crochet US or double crochet UK. I'm using US terms here. So holding our ring over the top of our second finger here, our middle finger, we're going to trap it with our thumb. I hold my hook like a knife, and we're going to place the hook into the ring, into this gap here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two. That's your first single crochet. Insert your hook, yarn over, yarn through to create two loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through two. That's two. Hook in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, three. Hook in, yarn over, yarn up, pull through, four. Hook in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two, 5, hook in, yarn over, pull through, and that's 6. Now you can see that I've trapped the tail into the stitches so that we've got this secure and it's less likely to work its way loose. We darn it in white or weave it in right at the end. Now you can pull your tail like, put this down so you can see it better. Pull your tail like this and the loop will close up. Now don't pull it too tightly at this point. Now we are going to do our first round. I call it a round because it's not a row, it's a round. At this point, I don't mark this stitch here because we can all count to 12. That is for sure. We need to identify this first stitch here. So we're going to insert our hook, and this can be a bit tricky. And we're going to do 2 single crochet in every stitch that we made in the previous round. So that's where we get the 12 from. So 2 in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's the end of round 1. We can tighten up that magic ring a little more. It will work its way loose, don't worry too much about it. Now, instead of closing this ring, we're literally going to work in a spiral round. If you think about a snail shell or an ammonite, you can see it's a spiral like that. Then we need to keep increasing so that our circle remains flat. Now, if you keep doing this, you're going to end up with a funny pattern. For something like the bottom of this, it doesn't matter about the pattern that this creates because it's actually quite attractive. So at this point, I would mark this last stitch with a piece of thread. Now, I like a piece of thread rather than one of those plastic stitch markers because it doesn't seem to get in the way as much. And it's soft. And you can make it smaller than this. I just used this so it would show up on the video. So we tuck that away, out of the way. And now we have our increase row. And here I would advise you to have this little list. I hope you can see this all right. So we did our magic ring. And get a pen. We did a magic ring, tick. Oh, I'm ticking backwards because I'm left-handed, although I crochet right-handed. Too much information. We've done our single crochet 6 into our magic ring. We've done our increase and we have 12 stitches. You can always count them to check. Then our next round, so this was round 1, round 2, round 3, we're going to do a single crochet and then we're going to increase 6 times. So each round is blocks of 6. Our single crochets increase by 1, and so our numbers increase like the 6 times table. 6, 12, 18, 24, and so on. I find writing it out really helps. It means I don't have to concentrate. I can go back if I think I've gone wrong. So, and this will help us make sure that we have completed every single block of 6. You'll see what I mean. So let's put this to one side. I'm going to put a download of this simple table in the description below. Just click on the link and you can download it from my website. So let's continue. I'll have that as a guide. So we're in round number 3. 1, 2, round 3. So the instructions are single crochet 1, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through. Then we're going to increase 2 in the same stitch. 1, 2. Then we're going to repeat that last instruction 6 times. single crochet 1 and then increase. Single crochet 1, increase, single crochet 1 and increase. Single crochet 1 and an increase. Single crochet 1 and an increase once and twice. Now we could move our yarn up. What I just like to do is to hook it through that last stitch, leaving the end here. Then you don't have to keep taking it out. So that is the end of round 3, and we should have 18 stitches. Let's have a check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now we're on to our next round, and we've got to get to 24. So we single crochet 2, one, 2, then increase in the next stitch. Oops. 1, 2, 2. Oops, I'm not, let's get it right. Increase. One, 2, then increase. 1, 2, and increase. 1, 2, and increase, and we've nearly reached the end of this round. Just complete this. Increase in the last stitch. So you can see it makes a circle with slight corners on it, which doesn't matter for something like this. All our amigurumi animals start off with heads like this, but because they curve, this slight pattern tends to disappear. Now we're just going to move our stitch marker into the next round here. You can use your fingers or a crochet hook, whatever is easier. So we can tick off the round we've just done, and we can move on to round number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're now on round 5. And round 5, we single crochet 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then this corner becomes more apparent, and we do our increases in that corner. So 1, 2, 3, just after the corner we do our increase. So catch up with me at the end of this round and we'll go on to the next round because I want to get to the right size for the bottom of my bottle. See you in a moment. So I've now reached the end of round 7 and I have 42 stitches on my round here. Now I reckon that this is probably the right size for this bottle using this particular yarn. So now we're going to work up the sides and I'm going to show you how to do this, and it's very, very simple. All you do is to stop increasing, but first of all the stitch changes slightly. It's the same stitch, but instead of working it in the both of the top loops, we're only going to work into the back loop just here. So you'll see as I go round it makes a little step. Don't worry you get a little gap, it will all close up. Don't be concerned about it being a bit on the loose side. It creates a step so it makes it turn more easily. So I'm just working my way round into the back loop, and you'll see instructions on crochet patterns which say BLO, which means back loop only. Tends to create quite a loose stitch. That's why we normally go through both those top loops. So you can see as I work round, this will then form an edge for the bottom of our cover. So join me at the end of this and we'll work our way round another couple of rounds before I show you another stitch you can use. So I've finished that round where I've gone into the back of the loop here, and I'm just going to continue going round until I have done a few rounds up the side of my cover. So in this instance that will be going up here, and then come back and I'll show you how to do this stitch here, which is a half double crochet. So we can see now that I've done about 4 rows round the sides of our cover. So I'm working my way up this piece here on my sample, and I'm just going to show you now how to change stitch and complete a round of half double crochet to give a pattern. So a half double crochet is simply yarn over, insert your hook in the normal way, yarn over, draw up a loop, and you now have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, and you just simply do this all the way around. So this helps you do a faster way of doing the sides, making this project very quick to finish. Yarn over, hook in, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through. So you are going to have this slope here. So I'm going to show you at the end of this round how to get rid of that slope, because it's really a good idea to join these rounds So let me finish this and I'll see you back at the end of the round. So we've reached the end of our round here, and now we might go back, we might continue with this, in which case I would just continue spiraling around. But if you want to go back to a normal single crochet, then I would start off by doing a single slip stitch like that, and then starting off your single crochet into the next stitch here, and that will help keep your sides from being slopey. I wouldn't worry too much about it. After all, it is only a bottle cover. So continue up until you get to the top. And I'll show you on here exactly how I did this particular row at the top. So I reached the top of my flask and decided to stop. And you can see here that I have skipped a few stitches. So I have actually done a double crochet here and then skipped a few stitches with a chain and another double crochet so that I can weave in my ribbon, just a bit of scrap ribbon that I found, so that I can tie this on. Now you could make a handle as well. There are lots of different varieties. I think once you've got to the top of this flask cover, you will be very confident with regards to making up your own pattern, and also you'll be an expert in single crochet. So thanks so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you again very soon. Subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed it, press like and the bell for a notification. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.